I don't typically do this, but I thought this was so great. Our guests tonight have been described as a bass-heavy duo fusing grime and punk, and this is my favorite. The PRS for Music called them a, quote, a genre-bending amalgamation of raw punk energy, illegal rave electronics, and unapologetic grimy attitude. The Nova Twins are here. How are you guys? I love that. I love it. Amalgamation. That is an well, you guys might not know, you're from across the pond, but we have the SATs, the big test in high school.
Oh, okay.
And that's like an SAT word. You got to know what that word means. So big word on the show to kick off.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a chunk for sure.
But it's amazing because, you know, the producers, they print out these, you know, their write-ups on the guests. And I'm a huge fan of you guys, so I didn't think I would look. But Tom Morello, who, you know, KROQ listeners know, loves you guys, said that you're the best band in the world that people don't know about yet.
Yeah, we love Tom, and you know, we had the best time like touring with them. We toured with Prophets of Rage, and it was amazing. And we actually bumped into Be Real today. Weirdly.
No way.
We did.
Tell him to answer my text. There's a long running thing. We're trying to get B-Roll on the show, and I have his number, and he won't answer my text. We're trying to get Cypress Hill, but are you guys fans of that music?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like Rage Against the Machine are incredible, and we just to be able to see like Public Enemy, Cypress Hill, and obviously like Tom Morello, Timmy C, Brad, all in one room, creating this like mental energy. And for us, like obviously, like you didn't necessarily grow up on Rage, but obviously we loved them. And then touring with them was just like a next level experience. When you see that kind of experience, what they bring to the show, for us it was just mind-blowing every night. And they are so humble. Like you'd think they'd be like,
we are the biggest,
we're the openers, like it doesn't matter, but they were so welcoming and it was so refreshing. So, and also really supportive just for new music. Obviously Tom Morello's always like working with people like Grandson and like, collaborating and stuff. So like he's pretty incredible. Yeah,
and we know Grandson here at KROQ. I mean, he's a big friend of the show, and you guys are opening. You're supporting Grandson on some dates here in the US.
Yeah, we just came
finished.
Off.
Yeah,
you just finished.
Yeah,
okay.
Last week we was out with him and Royal and the Serpent, and that was really fun.
These are like, I love Royal. Royal's coming on the show in a couple of weeks. That's amazing. I didn't realize you were on that tour. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's 6 dates. All across Central, wasn't it?
Yeah, we joined like at the end of the tour. So we had Oxymorons on the first leg, and then we joined on the second half.
Oh, what a show. You guys have your own headlining show at, I believe, the Echoplex this week in LA.
Yes, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. We'll talk about that and a whole heck of a lot more with Nova Twins here live. We'll also play Cleopatra, which if you're driving around, you got a little bit of drive till you get home. Keep it locked on KROQ. Cleopatra's going to blow your mind. This song is just, it's like, it sounds too big for the radio. It's just a huge sounding song. Nova Twins are here live for the hour. So we're live on KROQ, by the way. It's Kevan Kenney and Nova Twins are here. They are in LA for the first time ever. Tom Morello has called them the best band in the world you don't know about. And also they have, I mean, it goes down the line. Kerrang! Magazine loves them. They won Best UK Breakthrough Band in 2020 at the Heavy Music Awards. And they're gearing up for the album Supernova, which is scheduled for June. Is that up-to-date information?
Yes.
June 17th.
Oh, we have a date. This is fantastic.
Yes.
How would you describe your sound? Because we've had all these critics describe your sound. How would you guys describe yourself to the KROQ listener who doesn't know of Nova Twins yet?
I feel like we ended up calling it the Nova sound, which doesn't help anyone listening. But it's just a mixture of different genres. Like we love obviously rock, but we have like hip hop elements and even elements of like R&B.
Yeah.
Or it sounds really electronic, even though there's like no synths on the record. It's all like on massive pedal boards live.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that kind of like, you know, kind of like the Prodigy-esque kind of
Absolutely.
energy of rave kind of feel.
It definitely sounds like our journey with music or like through music, I guess. Like how you start off, we started off listening to like hip hop. That's what we were introduced to, like soul, because our parents were listening to that and your dad was listening to like jazz and things. So, and then it was like, a bit of glam rock and then a bit of garage rock and then a bit of like UK garage, which is very different. And then like pop and then, you know, all of it just somehow went into our sound. And I think we're quite naive when we started as a band. We just didn't really think about genres or what it is that we wanted to do or what people wanted. It was like we just made a racket and then was like, we like this noise. Let's keep going with it. And it just ended up being like that.
Yeah.
And that was just it. Just us two. And we was like, great.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, being in the States now or at least LA for the very first time, are there any, like stateside artists that you would love to work with or people that inspire you that, maybe part of our extended family here at KROQ?
Have you heard of Horror? We really love Horror.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're signed to Travis Barker.
Oh, they're
I'm pretty
signed
sure.
to him.
Yeah,
saw
it's
that
like
when they're
horror,
working
but it's
with
spelled with
him.
9s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're on DTA Records with Travis Barker.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
we've supported them once before at Underworld in Camden in London, but they're really cool and they're just like they're great. They're a great 2-piece, aren't they? And they
Yeah.
make a hell of a noise, put on an amazing show, and yeah, it's something that we've always been meaning to do anyway. So like we need to like actually like just do it.
Oh yeah. Have you ever gotten the Tom Morello, of course, is a huge fan of you guys, as we've talked about. Have you ever gotten to the studio with Tom?
No, but he did say he wanted to collab, so you know,
He's like, let's
I
do
feel like
it.
we'll be seeing him in LA. So
I was gonna say, DM him now. He's in town.
Yeah.
All right, we have more with Nova Twins coming up, including the first ever spin number 1 of Cleopatra, right here on the world famous KROQ. That's coming up in a matter of moments. We are live in studio with Nova Twins, who are laughing at me for air drumming. But it's good to have you guys here, and I'm so excited to press play on this song called Cleopatra. And just to set the stage, we want to know what went into the song. But over across the pond at BBC Radio, it's like the biggest radio station in the UK, and they have this feature called the hottest record in the world. And like every big name, household name, has been the hottest record in the world, and it's a real honor. And the UK and BBC Radio gave you guys that honor for this song.
Yeah,
It was-
Clara Ampho, shout out to our
Shout
girl.
out to Clara came through, and yeah, we were just like, I think we screamed and we were going
Yeah.
mental when we found out because
We didn't think a band like us, like in
No.
terms of the style of music we play, would ever be like on
Yeah.
that kind of radio station, like hot as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were just like so happy. We grew up listening to this show.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Well, tell us about the Cleopatra. What can you tell us before we press play for the first time? What's this song about? How'd you write it?
Yeah, it's a celebration about your heritage, your culture, and just really kind of bringing people together, really. We wrote it just after the BLM movement, and we just wanted to put something really positive out there and bring people together because we were at the marches, and it was nice to see people just unify. So that's where it came from, really. And like, I'm half Iranian, Nigerian, Georgia's like Jamaican, English. So we're like all around the world, really. So and you can hear that in like the music,
Yeah.
obviously in the lyrics and everything. So it's just a big celebration of our families and
Wow.
friends.
Wow. Okay, incredible stuff. Now we're going to press play for the first time ever. This is spin number 1, Muggs, on the world famous KROQ. Cleopatra, Nova Twins. Check it out. There you have it. First time ever on the world famous KROQ. Cleopatra from the Nova Twins. Do you guys ever listen to System of a Down?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just they're great friends of ours at KROQ, and there's almost like that. There's a little bit of a System flavor to that, which I think is kind of cool. But they're big fans of world music too, so I don't know if that was the connector. But guys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for playing that song for us. And was it June 17th, the album?
Yeah, Supernova.
Supernova, very, very cool. Do we know how many songs? Have we announced stuff like that yet?
Yeah. There's
Track listing's out.
there's
fantastic.
10 songs and like a little intro. Is
Oh, nice.
It's 11, really.
There's 11 songs.
All right, very, very cool. All right, June 17th for Supernova, the album, Nova Twins. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
so much for having
you.
us. Like,
It's our first radio interview
ever in America.
In America.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Take that, BBC.